Well, here we are again, everybody. Rogan has not yet been taken off Spotify, so this is going to be a pretty dour podcast episode. We're still waiting on Rogan to be excommunicated, um, fornicated, whatever. I mean, we're doing the best we can over here. As you can see, I'm in my real room. Got a nice view out the back, and kind of had a makeover. Had a maid come in, kind of do a lot of stuff. And look, I mean, this was all paid for by Spotify royalties. And like I said last episode, the ball's still in their court, and we're still waiting to hear. I have a team of lawyers and attorneys and what have you. Get the ball rolling on this. Let's get Rogan out. I mean, we really a lot of great work was done this week with digging up old clips of episodes, and just digging those up and kind of just making a compilation of him saying the N word and stuff. And I want to just congratulate everybody for their hard work. Good on them. And I'm sure nothing's gonna come up. They never done anything bad, so they don't have anything to worry about. Whoever's going after Rogan, I'm sure has a clean slate. Nothing nefarious in the past. And I want to congratulate everybody for getting the movement going. We're gonna get him out. We're gonna get him banned. Hopefully, from just being a citizen in the U.S. I mean, one thing I want to talk about this episode is we really have to get the ball. Like, we have to move past this whole canceling. And what I mean by that is we gotta, go to the next phase. Okay, first there's canceling. Like, they can't do their livelihood, and we dox them, and we, maybe have people swat them, whatever we have to do to get them gone, censored, whatever. Well, we don't like to call it censoring because it's a private company and all. And, free speech doesn't apply because the government didn't say, oh, well, they did suggest, yes, that more can be done to stop Rogan, but, like, that's just a suggestion, and I'm glad they did it. But we have to move past the whole, like, canceling, getting someone banned and deplatformed. We gotta move to the next phase. And what's the next phase? I mean, violence is sometimes needed. Burning things, going to his luxurious house in Texas. I know he has a house somewhere there, maybe in Austin. Find out where he films people. I mean, let's really get some shit done now, okay? He had a few days maybe to respond, and I know he put out a little, "Ooh, I'm so sorry." Well, guess what? We're gonna get serious now because we really it's time to put the we're really gonna ramp it up now, okay? Rogan better, watch out. I mean, it's time to
You know,
destroy Rogan.
and we're not gonna play around anymore. This whole like, oh, I'm gonna get him removed off Spotify. No. We're really we're gonna go past that. Violence and riots is the language of the unheard, and we're gonna be heard. We're gonna go find out where he is, and we're gonna take to the streets. We're really gonna, physically maybe assault him. I mean, if there's enough of us, they're not gonna be able to really stop us. I mean, look, I know people act like he's tough or whatever because he eats elk or whatever the fuck toxic masculine thing he does, but like, we're gonna go there in like a group, and we're just gonna, have some Molotov cocktails, and just, hopefully he won't live through it. I mean, we got to move past this whole childish, like, we're going to deplatform someone. Big deal. Guess what? We're going to de-life someone, okay? Guess what? Game over. If you were in a video game right now, it's about to be running out of health because we're coming, Rogan. Death is on its way, literally. We're going to come there and kill you, hopefully. So, and I'm not, that's not an actual threat. Don't, cry over me saying that we want to kill Rogan, but we do want to kill Rogan. And anybody who likes him should die. The whole caravan from Canada should all die. And, yeah, I am wondering, like, what do they have, like, could it get worse than, like, I mean, people say cancel culture isn't real because Louis C.K. is still doing comedy, but here's the thing, he can't put it on anything except his own website. He is lucky that he had a following and he's got rich from it, that he can afford that. But even when he does go out and play, they still perform. They still write up blogs about how now he thinks he can perform? ? Well, guess what? So what's next after the canceling? Like, say they do, Spotify might. I'm thinking because they're deleting all these episodes. I mean, I was really upset that he's deleting. It's one thing that he made an apology video, which he didn't have to do, because I knew, obviously, like, maybe he feels bad, and that's why he did it. I mean, he must know that they're obviously just digging up whatever they can. Like, it isn't about, we want him to, like, just apologize. It's obviously just a power to take all the power from him. That's it. And Kurt Metzger really talks about that really well. How, like, all these people, like the Twitter outrage mob, it's just people that want a little bit of taking someone's power so they move up in their little, like, woke circle. Like, I don't really know how to explain it like he did, but I mean, I don't know, the Spotify move is, like, I guess a bad idea. I really do think, like, Chappelle, like, got all this outrage, and if they got in person and they did protests, but, like, they kept a special on. I mean, I know it's a pandemic, so, like, there's extra spotlight on Rogan if he talks about COVID. And there would always be that. I mean, and I was also thinking, I mean, when you get as popular as Rogan is right now, you will have people trying to take you down. Like, that just is, not to this degree, how crazy it is right now with Rogan, but it just always will happen. I mean, yeah. Sorry, guys. Don't be distracted by that girl in the background there. That's my girlfriend. She's just, like, looking at me to wait. She's, like, she's annoyed that I'm doing the podcast. Look, I'll be back. Honey, come on. How come you're not blinking? Sucks. Gotta go. She wants me to go over there. Sucks. Sucks ass. But, I guess, look, you'll just have to wait. Alright? Was that funny? I don't think it was. I was looking for, like, hot girl in bedroom to pretend I was going with my girlfriend, and there's really nothing coming up here. Foot fetish daily. Oh my god. I don't get it. I don't get the foot fetish shit. Anyway, back to my regular bedroom. Yeah, I guess, yeah, like I was saying, Rogan is gonna be killed. Hopefully, like, we're hopefully gonna have a mob and drag and stone him. Yeah, I guess I'm just mostly bothered by him deleting. People said, I think this is Rogan's decision to delete, like, over 100 episodes, and they were all from, like, comedians or, like, people that don't even seem controversial. So, like, I mean, I don't know if this guy, I mean, did he say the N-word in every I mean, that is weird if he would say the N-word in every episode years ago, but I just don't think there's any point at all in removing them. People always can save whatever the fuck you put up whatever you post online is always online. Like, go ahead and try to delete it, but there's something called the Wayback Machine or the Web Archive or whatever that just saves everything. I mean, I guess maybe not everything is saved on there, but it's crazy how many. The Wayback Machine. I'm just gonna look it up here. It just like everything is fucking always online. I mean, digital archive of the World Wide Web, founded by the Internet Archive, created in 1996 and launched in 2001. It allows the user to go, quote, back in time and see how websites looked in the past. Okay, but it also saves fucking everything. I mean, go ahead and try to delete whatever. But I mean, I guess I don't know if this would work with podcasts, but I'm sure. I mean, yeah, people probably definitely made archives of every episode he ever did. There's no point. I mean, I guess to the layman who doesn't really, know about torrents or anything like that, they might just be like, "Oh, guess I can't ever listen to those episodes again." But why do that? I mean, okay, there's maybe like a few episodes I can see why they would take down, like one with this Milo guy where he sort of defends like being with an underage guy and you're overage. I think because he was like in something like that when he was young and he might be like fucked up from it. But he's one of those right wing guys. I mean, I get if somebody was crazy, but like not really. I mean, you're supposed to have total control. You said. So I don't know. I'm pretty annoyed at Rogan right now. I mean, maybe he'll put those episodes back, but like you totally ripped everybody off. Like if I subscribed for Rogan, I probably would have asked for my money back or something. I know some people did and they got refunds, but I'm obviously on Spotify mostly for music, but there's other stuff. Now there's Amazon, there's Apple. And I guess like I did when he first signed to Spotify, I did worry that he would like change because he had like fucking Miley Cyrus on, which whatever. I'm not saying that he can't do that, but like he had her on, he had like Demi Lovato, and then he had like, and I kind of was like if he goes back to that, like his show is just not interesting. The reason it got successful was because he talks about out there stuff, like some of the best episodes he's done are ones actually about like alternate history stuff with Graham Hancock and stuff about Atlantis being, or just I don't know, those guys. Which isn't controversial. I guess maybe he'll just go back to doing that. But I mean, he did, like, I noticed that he got nervous about some of the trans stuff. Like he had Abigail Schreier on, and he just said to her something like, people think I'm anti-trans or, whatever. And she was like, well, yeah, you're not, though. We all know. Like, and she seemed a little surprised that he was nervous about it because we all know Rogan it's supposed to be, or it was supposed to be like a, open discussion, free speech thing. You can't go now and change it to appease. So I don't know why he would delete episodes like that. I mean, unless it's temporary because he wants the shit to like, but it's just like an idiotic thing. And, there's tons of options. Like, I don't know if he's tied legally to Spotify, but like, maybe put all those episodes on a paywall. Like, do, not that that's even gonna help. If somebody wants to dig shit up on you, they'll just subscribe and then fucking find shit and then unsubscribe. I mean, it's just gonna happen. I mean, it is really. There's a few things now where it just doesn't really make sense that they're so taboo. Like, okay, he did say the N word like many times, and I probably like wouldn't have even back then done that. But back then it was more like, hey, I'm gonna say whatever I want. I'm a comedian, and like comedians did used to have that mindset, like George Carlin did, Louis C.K. Like even that, people tried to dig up that Louis C.K. thing of them saying the N word on that HBO special with Chris Rock there. Like just digging shit up. Like that's what they do. They're professional, like little ugh, tattletale little fucking dorks. I mean, come on. You're really gonna like delete episodes because these like psycho fucking Hitler Youth like Twitter people on there. I mean, they're crazy. It's just like the cultural Chinese Revolution where the young people formed like the Red Cards, it was called, and they formed like they started tearing down everything that was old because they thought it was bad and represented the upper class. And now really we're all divided on a lot of different things. We're divided on like gender, race, whatever, everything. COVID, vaccines. And I'm just fucking sick of it. God damn it. Fuck you. And I was really upset when I saw them digging up old clips of Rogan after they already were upset about his COVID stuff. I got really upset. Like, I was like, this is fucking... But then I was like, you know what? Rogan, like, should have nothing to worry about. Like, why is there anything to worry about? Like, would you really... Like, he signed $100 million contract. If this gets him kicked off, then that's something he could probably sue over. I mean, like, I don't know if Rogan might be different, but I'm just not the guy that would need to be, like, the most visible person. Like, I actually, when that happened recently, when they started digging those clips up, I was like, you know what? I'm glad I'm not Rogan right now. I can't believe I'm saying that because he's so rich or whatever. But when this shit is happening, like, yeah, you're gonna be everybody's like, I don't know why it's Rogan, but everybody's using his as a symbol, him as the symbol of like just anybody who's they because they basically call him an anti-vaxxer. So I guess he's serving as a symbol of that, and that he's pro free speech, and maybe they're considering him a MAGA guy. Just all the like the alternative going against the mainstream. He's a symbol of that. So they're all trying to, for some reason, because he's like, and I think a lot of it honestly has to do with the fact that he works out and he's like a guy that acts like a guy. I think that's a big part of the fact that he, well, until now he hasn't really apologized. He hasn't had like, they felt like he was untouchable, so they're like, fuck this, everybody should get like, they're freaking out because up until now they had a lot of power of they did cancel everybody. Like Louis C.K. canceled. Tons of people. I don't know why I'm blanking. Louis C.K. canceled. Aziz Ansari canceled. Chris Pratt was almost canceled just for being Christian and stuff. I mean, people were constantly dragged on Twitter, and they had more, like, they had to, like, either they were let go from a show. I mean, tons of them. And this time it's like, oh, fuck you, Rogan, and all his fans are getting back at them. So they're probably getting more and more upset just seeing that Rogan's fans are taunting them more than Rogan is, that's for sure. Rogan's, like, ignoring it until now. So this is the first time he's had to really, I think, address anything. And, it's a bit, what was it, like a week? Like, in a space of 1 week, he did, like, 2 different apology videos or, like, whatever, explanations. And he didn't even, I mean, I don't know if Spotify told him to do it. I know a lot of people, including me, were like, what's wrong with him? Why is he apologizing? But there could be other things. There could be, I think he feels bad for Spotify because he's the biggest guy. He's the biggest like thing on there. And I do agree that they should pay artists more. Like, but I've thought that for years. I knew years ago that now people are like, did you hear that they don't pay art? It's like, yeah, but they used to have Napster and everybody was robbing every artist. So like, it's better than that. So like, I'm paying for Spotify and they're actually paying something at least to the musicians. Everybody just forgets that they all called Metallica greedy because they got upset about Napster, but every other artist now is complaining that Spotify doesn't pay them enough. And they're not saying that they're greedy for actually that was maybe sort of like the first cancel culture things. Metallica speaking out about Napster. I mean, I know they probably should have waited until like other artists joined them, but like, you know, they just were kind of like, this is why is no one saying anything. I mean, I understand why they said something. I don't, like, if it was just because they need more. Obviously, I mean, they didn't need more money. I mean, now, I don't know. Anyway. But, you know, everybody was literally just downloading everything back then. There was nobody, there was no Spotify. There was, I mean, yeah, I know all those CD stores out of business, but they were, like, really getting expensive. CDs were becoming, like, $20. Each one was like that much. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm like, it's kind of entertaining the now with the sides all going against each other like this now. Just like they're like, we're gonna get Rogan every day. But I mean, it's scary, but it's also like I'm kind of exhausted about it. You know, guys. I mean, look, culture war is happening. Take up arms and join. Stock supplies now.
No.
Yeah, but pull your music, guys. Fuck. And I saw the artist saying like, yeah, Spotify doesn't pay us enough, so that's why we're pulling our music. It's like, okay, what is this about? Because it was about Rogan, not like if that's a separate. Right, I already talked about this last episode, I think. Like, not much has happened. Rogan. Fucking Rogan. Yeah, I thought there was other stuff. Yeah, I was just looking at this. This comedian, Heather Macdonald, hospitalized after collapsing on stage. And then I read it and it said, like, the audience, first they assumed that it was part of the act that she fell. And that, like, always happens. Like, every single time a comedian collapses on stage, everybody assumes at first that they're kidding. And, like, think about how crazy that is, that you could die because, like, the audience is going to pause. Because at first they are always, every single time this happens. And there have been, I know there was some comic in PA or something that died on stage. I mean, he was, like, older and out of shape, but, like, it's just, I don't know, it's just, like, that's kind of, I mean, that's pretty scary that the audience always is going to assume you're kidding. And then, like, if you need immediate attention, that could be it for you just because they assume you're, I thought you were kidding. Man. It doesn't even say, like, why she just fainted. I mean, obviously it's fucking something. I think people's immune systems are so fucked right now. She just said, I have every single shot. I just don't know if that's a good idea to get every single shot. Like, aren't you kind of messing up your, like, okay, say you get, like, okay, you get both COVID shots, then you get the booster, then you get the flu shot, then you get other stuff. I mean, how are you not messing up your immune system? I don't know. I know you're supposed to wait. That's another thing. People get mad at unvaccinated people, but, like, they have to wait to get the second shot. I mean, it should be. Well, it doesn't even like. I don't know if it helps anymore. But then to get a booster, don't you have to get? I don't know. Yeah, and I guess apparently BLM, Black Lives Matter, has some scandals happening. You guys hear about this? You guys hear about this? Yeah, apparently Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, I got the scandals going on in Black Lives Matter. Just like I said,
The Memphis founder like got arrested and has like 6 years in jail or something. I don't know why. But then this other one, co-founder Patrice something Khan, is tied to several other fundraising. Every fucking fundraising charity is a scam now, and maybe always. Every single one. I keep hearing this all the time. I'm like so dubious about like donating to charities, which is a really good excuse for me to be like selfish and not ever do it. Go, well, it's probably corrupt, so I'm just not gonna ever do it. I've kind of been like, I kind of do like sometimes I'm like, I'm gonna just donate to certain ones. Like, I don't like doing the one where you add it on to your purchases because I think it makes the companies get a tax write off, or like they don't use it probably. Like it's half the I don't know. But then I just forget to ever look up charities. Like I'm really just being greedy. But well, not. I mean, it's your money. People really kind of be oversensitive about that stuff. Like, oh, you don't give money every time you see a homeless person. Wow. It's like, yeah, because there's fucking a million of them. I don't give homeless people any money. I flip them off and I spit on them. I say, you're scum. Get a job. Come on. Work your way up. You're homeless right now, but who knows, like in a month from now, you could be the manager. That's how life works now. No, you're going to need a college degree soon to be like a Macdonald's shift manager. Oh, did you go to, what'd you do, the master's program for shift managing at, oh, so you went for a master's in janitorial services at Burger King? Yeah, did it. I only did the 10-year program, though, so I'm only making $30K. But hey, there's good benefits. The healthcare is all government owned now, and yep. And I had to do the 10-year degree for cashiering at McDonald's. Yeah, but Black Lives Matter. I mean, as soon as people started donating to that, like right when George Floyd happened, I get why they did it. It's a knee-jerk reaction, and I'm just gonna give money to what, black people? Like, it just didn't make any sense. What is Black Lives Matter? It was like a weird organization that's really, people just assumed, oh, this money's going to go somewhere good. It's going to help black people. Really? Who? The founders, yes. And I mean, I'm not at all surprised that one of the co-founders like used the money to just get a bunch of shit. Of course. I mean, what, like, it always seemed to me that was just like a concept. Like, how do you give money to a concept charity? Like, Black Lives Matter. All right, hey, send money to this idea. Black Lives Matter. I'm going to make that into a charity, so just go ahead and send me money about that idea. It's like making it, like I'm going to make a...
feed children. Children's food matters. If you guys want to go ahead and donate to Children's Food Matters, just hit me up on Venmo or Cash App and shit. Just hit me up, send me some funds and shit, yo. Yeah. Yeah, like for real, like just hit me up and shit, yeah. I was watching this
TED Talk. You guys hear about those? You guys know those TED Talks? Let me look it up because I found... well, I look at this guy on YouTube. His name is... This guy Scribe Light on YouTube. He watches these woke TED Talks, and he also watches just like seminars on like the woke stuff, like diversity and inclusion, and he just makes fun of it the whole time. He tries to reason, like he just looks at it from a rational, like this doesn't make sense. He's not even really being mean at all. He's just like, that's the funny thing is he's not actually being mean, but it's just that ridiculous. Okay, this is it. This guy did like a poetry TED Talk called Dear Racism. Hold on.
Dear Racism, a breakup letter from a white man.
And it's this white guy that like kind of has a black scent. A black scent, which is like the new thing you say instead of wigger. I don't even know if you're allowed to say wigger anymore because it kind of sounds like the word that Rogan got in trouble for. But there's also a bug called chigger, so you're not allowed to say that. That's a slur for a Chinese man. A lot of chiggers out here lately. You know, oh yeah, I thought I smelled some egg roll. That's like a racist dad joke. I'm gonna write a book of racist dad jokes, just puns that are just like bad, but it's also racist. Yeah, so this guy has a shirt on that says "not racist." It's just a black shirt. I'm not even kidding. That's why, like, when this guy Scribe Light, like when he queued the video up, he was like, "Please help, please let this be a satire because it looks so like on the nose." This guy, the shirt that says "not racist." That is just so funny to me when people are so dumb, like. They put like the most like obvious statement, like they're like racism is bad as like a bumper sticker or something. Sexism, don't do it. Okay, I'll say it. People do that on Reddit too. Like they just say like trans women are women. Okay, period, no debate. And that's the post, and they're like, okay, I know what you're doing. You're just wanting like likes. And this guy has a shirt saying "not racist." What does that make me think? I don't know. Maybe he's racist. Maybe he does. But well, because the woke people are racist. Because obviously, saying you need to think about race all the time. No, that was what racism is. Anyway, this is really check that guy out, Scribe Light. I was thinking about emailing him to be a guest, but there's no way he'd be on here. I emailed a couple people recently that are bigger than, like, you know, have a bigger audience and way, way bigger. And I heard back from one, and she was just like, oh, keep it in mind. But she's, like, huge. She's been on Rogan. She's been on. But, yeah, anyway. Scribe Blade, he watched this. And the funny thing is, like, if you guys look this, it's called Dear Racism, a breakup letter from a white man. Just look that up on YouTube. It's funny because he does it in like the spoken word poetry, which poetry just is cringy. It just is embarrassing. I mean, I guess the only not embarrassing poetry would be like written. That's not because nobody's saying it. Whenever somebody speaks poetry, it's always so annoying. I don't know, like, because they get too into it and they're like, and I was walking down the street and I said, maybe I have someone I want to meet. And it's just like, ugh. I mean, that was a terrible example, but like this guy's, I mean, I wish they. All right, yeah, I just want. I just want to play a clip of this TED Talk. I finally got the. I think I got the computer audio to work now. Just want you guys to cringe out.
Kind of racist, but not totally? Can I have worked really hard for all that I have, but have privilege that just isn't known to me? Can I have grown up with color-filled friends, but still be prejudiced in spite of it? Can I believe I have a colorless lens, but be blind to the pigments inside of it? Can I go from color blind to color kind and lean into the ignorance at first sight of it?
Hell yeah.
Can I be tempted
Hell yeah.
by the sweet nectar of a familiar fruit?
What? Oh God.
and have the courage to not take a bite of it?
Oh shit.
Can I be racist but it not be my fault? Can I be white but it not mean I'm guilty? Can I speak up but avoid the
No,
assault?
you
Can
can't.
I be a part of the problem and still be a part of the solution?
Yeah. The shit is fire. Fucking fire, yo.
Shit. Cannot be racist. I liked it, guys.
Slight black scent that he had there. I just hate fucking poetry. I mean, yeah, if I saw it written down, I wouldn't be that annoyed. I'd just be like, this is the stupidest thing ever. I mean, anyway, the whole TED Talk is him saying that, like, you know, he's born with racism because he's white, which is the whole anti-racist movement that started to really take off after George Floyd. And that's what they believe, that you have an original sin of being racist. It doesn't matter if you don't think you are, because if you're white, you are. And, yeah, that's the whole guy. This guy, has to wear a shirt now that says he's not racist. You know you're not racist when you gotta wear a shirt that says it. I'm not. God, I just hate it. God, I hate white rapper voice. I mean, it's just really funny, though. It's just really funny to talk like that and be a grown white man. I mean, it is kind of ironic that he looks like a skinhead, too. Yeah, but he was describing that his black friend, I guess, called him or told him, like, you benefit more off the system or whatever because you're white and it just benefits you more. So he implied that he's racist, but he didn't think he was. So he just, like, one guy tells him he's racist and he believes he's racist. So. And then I got a shirt that said not racist because I want people to know that I'm not. If you're not wearing a shirt that says not racist, maybe take a look in the mirror. And then you will know that you are the one that originally invented slavery. You're an ancestor of somebody that came up with the idea of slavery, okay? Because you're white. You got the white skin. You don't got the melanin and shit.
Yo, my name's Eminem. I wear a shirt that says not racist.
Yeah, like Eminem went a little crazy. He went really anti-Trump and like just talked about Trump, I think, for the last couple albums. I mean, haven't really followed his career, but I think he made like some ridiculous anti-Trump song that people were like, "Oh shit. That's fucking dark. Yo, that's fucking." I can't believe people. God, I'd laugh out loud if I saw a guy wearing a shirt that says not racist. I'm gonna make a shirt that says, well, I did talk about how in college, me and my friend used to make fun of, because I had these shirts in college, the one I went to, that said gay, fine by me. And so basically saying, it's okay if you're gay. Just wear a shirt I'm just going to have a shirt that says, listen, if you're gay, that's okay with me. Trans, fine by me. In fact, put it in my ass. I don't care. Are you gay? Good, I'll suck your cock. That's how not homophobic I am. I'm so not homophobic, I'll fucking drink that shit up, that cum. Yo, give me a penis. I'll take a sniff of it. And I'll call you my weenus. I don't know, man. This guy seems like he's a beginner at poetry, too. It just doesn't seem like that great of a... I mean, and I hate poetry, so I'm not one to judge, I guess, but fucking hate it. I'm a slam poet.
I'm a slam poet. I just write, like, fucking slam poetry and shit. And here's what got me hating fucking poetry. I'm just gonna search slam. Oh my god. Here's what.
Well, I don't know if poetry was always like this, but now poetry... I used to do this open mic when I first started to do stand-up at Drexel. Wait, was it there? I think it was at Drexel University in Philly. They had like an open mic thing. It wasn't really for stand up. It seemed like it was more for people that were rapping, just students that like thought they were rappers would go up there. God, I hate this. But now it looks like all poetry is just talking about how depressed you are. Explaining my depression to my mother. Here we go, guys. You ready for this? You fucking ready? I don't think you are.
Explaining my depression to my mother, a conversation. Mom, my depression is a shapeshifter. One day it is as small as a firefly in the palm of a bear. The next, it's the bear. On those days, I play dead until the bear leaves me alone. I call the bad days the dark days. Mom says try lighting candles. When I see a candle, I see the flesh of a church. The flicker of a flame, sparks of a memory younger than noon. I am standing beside her open casket. It is the moment I learn every person I ever come to know will someday die. Besides, Mom, I'm not afraid of the dark. Perhaps that's part of the problem. Mom says I thought the problem was that you can't get out of bed. I can't. Anxiety holds me a hostage inside of my house, inside of my head. Mom says weird. Anxiety, 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 anxiety.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Fuck. I hope this doesn't come off like I'm doing a reaction video, guys. I'm not doing a reaction video because that would only be positive, because all YouTube reaction videos are only over the top praising whatever they're watching. Unless maybe it's something that's like popular to hate on, and then you would just go, what? I'm not trying to do a reaction video, but I am reacting to this. I just don't like this whole new culture of like I don't know, just making a like performance of your like mental illnesses. Like I just don't get that whole mentality. I know this girl's young and whatever, but like, and then everybody's like almost like like, do you hear everybody like almost going crazy, like, and she has to keep going with the poem, but they're like about to like get up out of their seats and clap and like, you know, like. I just think it's almost like just the way she ends a sentence that they all almost start to clap. She's just like,
when I see a candle, I see the flesh of a church. The flicker of will someday die. Besides, Mom, I'm not afraid of the dark.
Like you can hear
Perhaps
people
that's
making
part of
noises.
the problem. Mom says I
yo,
thought the problem
stay
was
right there. Like they don't know what to like spot it. Like where am I supposed to like clap and get up and God. Look at all these. Like, every single poem is about being suicidal or depressed. Like, anyway, I don't mean to do a reaction video, but, I'm fucking and then the next poet guy gets up there and he's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually more fucking depressed. So, like, if you think your mom, guess what? I'm suicidal. I'm going on stage and fucking slit my wrist. So, like, oh, your depression is bad? Guess what? Mine's worse. I'm going to do better. I'm going to get more applause about my mental. It's like they're applauding
for her mental illnesses. And look, I know what all these are like. I've had this kind of anxiety and stuff. And, like, I can relate to some of it. Like, but, like, I just don't get the whole culture of, like, do you blame your mom? She can't relate. Talk to a therapist. Like, there's nothing your mom can do. Like, what do you, like... What's, you know, are you trying to make your mom look bad in this poem? I don't, maybe not, but, I mean, look, I just don't get this whole culture of, like, all right, sorry. Some delivery guy knocked on my window and thought that I was the one that had ordered the food, and I wasn't. I'm just the first fucking apartment you see, and every single time somebody delivers something, they assume it's for me just because if they can see me in the window. So I guess I had my blinds open a little by accident. You know what? One of these times I'm just gonna like... One of these delivery guys thinks it's for me, and he knocks on my window. I'm just gonna like be like naked and just like see what he does. Just like drop my drop my boxers and like wink at him and be like, "Huh? You want to come in or?" No, I'd get like fucking arrested or something. I'm always worried about that because I'm like facing the street, like in the sidewalk. So if I have my blinds too open, whoever walks by can just see in my apartment. So like if I am coming into the shower, they just would see my ass or fucking dick and cock. They'll see one of my dicks. I have two. It sucks when you're one spare dick. I have a spare dick just in case the one like gets used up. I'm just like,
I'll use my spare. Hey, you want to see my spare dick? I have to unroll it. It's in my asshole. It's in my. Where would it be? It would be in my belly button. It would just like roll out like your umbilical. Your umbilical fucking cord. Give us.
See me spare fucking dick. Goddamn dick. See my fucking spare dick. Yeah. You wanna come inside or what's going on? You wanna come inside? Yeah. Hey, delivery guy, you wanna come do stuff in here or do you feel a little naughty?
You doing a little naughty
Stuff or what? You guys feeling a little frisky?
No, I'm sure people have done that and gotten arrested. I feel like in the 60s and 70s, there was just guys that flashed everybody. I think I saw some documentary like that where they said there was like a perverted neighbor that like would always just be like, have his dick out when they walked by or something. So that was just the day, that would just happen. There was no like accountability back then. You can kind of just, whatever, be a fucking, you just had a town pervert back then. There was like no like, oh, that guy got in trouble. It was just the town pervert is at it again. The town drunk and the town pervert.
The town drunk and he trying.
Why does it sound like way better with the voice changer? The southern accent just sounds more authentic if it's
Yeah, the town drunk and the town pervert. We have one. My parents
have a pervert that got arrested for fucking child porn.
Gary Gandy is his name, and being a fucking pervert is his game. Don't go down there if you don't want to see a town pervert. Oh, that's just a town pervert. He just is on his porch and he's nude all the time. Just don't pay him no mind, 'cause he's...
I saw the town
pervert. I walked 3 blocks. I saw the town pervert. My breath was gone. I said, my mom said, are you coming home? I said, I don't even know what home is. My depression came up, and it waved, as it waves every day. My mom said, what are you doing? I said, nothing.
That's all you have to do is just like make emotional statements a lot. I talked to my friend, and my friend said, where have you
been? And I said, I'm in an anxietyville. Why? Like, why
is that? Just every fucking poem is talking about your mental illness that you might not have. You just want to get. I bet you a lot of them are faking it. Maybe another episode will play more because there's another guy that me and my friend like make fun of all the time. He just like talked about being gay and stuff, and like who knows if like any of this stuff happens that are in these poems. I mean, there's no real requirement that like they have to be true, do they? I mean, a lot of stand-up is made up or exaggerated. People just assume it's true. I mean, if it's a poem, yeah, you'd get in a lot of trouble, though, I think, with the spoken word stuff. Like, if you said you were gay and your parent, like your dad beat you, and then it turns out, like, nothing would happen, they'd be pretty upset, I think. Because like, you were an icon for the gay community. You were a spoken word icon. You
come out and there's fake.
Anyway, I'm working on my spoken word. I'll let you guys know my poem comes out soon. It's talking about suicide. I'm like way more suicidal than anyone else. Casually suicidal. Yeah. I'll play like a fucking hour-long poem next time, guys. I'll play a 20-minute long spoken word poem, and I'll just comment on it and share my thoughts. Anyway,
stay tuned for next episode. Watch out for the town pervert. Don't. One word of advice I gotta give is if you're watching out for the town pervert, watch your back, 'cause he may stick it in real quick. He's real slick like that. So just watch out for the town pervert. You know, slip it right in there. Town pervert. That's my spoken word poem.
We had a town pervert.
Anyway, yeah, see you again
Next time, it's gonna be a crime. Yeah. We'll see you guys. Hopefully Rogan will be
Gone by then? Spotify. It's all up to you. Don't let us down. Rogan is going down no matter what we have to do. We're going to take him out of life, of existence. So let's fucking kill him now.